Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow look. The one I have on right now, it's been highly requested, so this one's for you guys. I am using the Pat Mcgrath Labs Sith Seduction palette, and I do in this video talk about another dupe of this shade that I have on my eyelids. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. To get this eye look, I am going to dip into the Mothership Midnight Sun palette. And I am going to be dipping into this shade, that shade, and this shade. Those mattes. Obviously, if you guys don't have this palette and you have similar mattes like this, you can definitely use it. I am only using this one just because this is what I use for one of my looks. I'm going to go in with that lightest brown shade right here with a Morphe x Ariel A11 brush, and I'm going to take the shade above my crease and I am gonna wing it out here. I've been loving doing this as of recently, and I am gonna be deepening up this shade as well. So now I'm going to be using this shade right here with a Morphe MV206 brush. Oh, sorry, forget the M, it's just a V206. And I am going to bring this shade on the outer V and directly in the crease. And don't worry if it gets on your eyelid. Now I'm going to go back in with that first shade and that same brush. And just diffuse these edges. If you're wondering about this, usually what I do is either I grab a makeup wipe and I just clean it up and make a sharp edge, or I use my concealer. As of recently, I've just been using my concealer to do that just because it's just as easier to clean and less tugging at your skin. Now, next shade I'm going to take is this shade right here. And I am using a e.l.f. x J Kissa J1 brush. And now I'm going to pack this shade on top of that other shade. And now I'm just bringing that darker shade into the crease as well. And now I'm kind of just dragging out the shade with no extra product. I like this as in a V formation. And I'm going to go a little bit above as well. Now going in with that second brush that we used. We're just going to diffuse these edges. It looks super messy, and I feel like almost all my eye looks turn out like this, kind of like super messy. But with enough patience and blending, it all comes together. Now I'm taking that big fluffy brush once again with a little bit of that lighter brown shade. And further blending out. Now this is the fun part with my NYX glitter primer, which is just glitter glue. This is the best glitter glue you'll ever use, trust me. And now I'm going to take the Morphe x Ariel A19 brush, and I'm going to use that flat side to grab that glue, and I'm going to place this in the inner portion and into that darker shade as well, because we are going to blend it out to that area. Now for the start of the show, I am going to use the Star Wars Sith Seduction palette. And I believe this shade is called Dark Dynasty. Right here. If it's not Dark Dynasty, it's going to be Galactic Conquest. There's that beautiful shade right there. I'm going to grab it at that same brush. Since it has a little bit of glitter glue, it picks it up a little bit more. And now we're going to pat this shade in. This glitter, or like the shadow, is so gorgeous. I feel like I could do this eyeshadow look all the time and be in love with it all over again. So now with a little bit of remaining product, I'm blending it into that darker shade, and I am going it a little bit above my crease as well. Since I do have a fold here, I still want my glitter to show up. So I'm just adding it in, and if I want a little bit more pop, I keep adding a little bit in. And look how beautiful that turned out. So now, I mean, like, come on, look how beautiful these shades are. I want to use every single color. Alright, so I'm going to go in with that darkest shade that we used on the outer V and kind of blend out these edges from this glittery shade. Sorry. My mirror keeps getting in the frame, so it keeps cutting out like the light. This shade is just so beautiful. So now for the inner corner highlight, I am going to use this shade right here, which I believe is Force Sensitive. I believe some stickers on this. If you hear my dog crying in the background, I'm sorry. I'm going to use this shade to put in my inner corner. Alright, to finish up this eye look, we are going to do our lower lash line. And the first shade we're going to take is that matte shade right here. And I am taking that on a Morphe times Ariel A7 brush, pencil brush. Any pencil brush will work. So we're gonna go along our lower lash line. Make sure you dust off the excess because I did get a little bit of fallout. And we're just gonna run this all along our lower lash line. Now to blend that out, we're going to use this shade right here to further blend out. And like I said before, I like to go a little bit lower on my lower lash line just because I like to cover up my little creases underneath my eyes. Sorry if I'm breathing a lot. I feel like something got in my eye. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here on a Jaclyn JH40 brush. And we're going to blend this out. And if you don't want this line to be super cut like this, you can just go in with this brush and just slightly blend out a little bit. All right. Now for liner, I am going to use the MAC Costa Riche Eye Kohl. Now this eyeliner is so perfect for anyone that has brown eyes. This eyeliner pulls out the green in my eyes a little bit more. That's why I like using it. So now I'm just going to add this in my lower lash line. And I love it because it's not too harsh either. And I'm just going to add lower lash mascara. There you have it. This is the final look. I know a lot of you guys were requesting this eye look, so this is for you. Alright, I'm going to zoom you guys out. Alright guys, so this is the final look. And overall, I am highly enjoying this palette. This is $36 and I do have a dupe for this shade right here for you. And it is not the most inexpensive shade, but they're pretty similar if you don't want to grab this palette, which I believe this one trumps this one all the way, just because you have more shades in here. And the one I'm talking about is the Victoria Beckham Midnight Potted Eyeshadow. So here is the Victoria Beckham eyeshadow. Look at that drag, I swear, such a beautiful shade. And here is Pat Mcgrath's. So as you can tell, the Pat Mcgrath has a little bit more glitter in it than the Victoria Beckham, but they're kind of the same. Both do retail for $36, which is pretty steep, but you do get a lot of product in this. I believe this is 5 grams. 0.17 ounces, so like about 5 grams of this product in here. And I mean, Victoria Beckham's line is just gorgeous. I do want to try more of her stuff. I can't pull the trigger on it. Don't know why, but honestly, with a little bit of glitter glue from NYX can make any eyeshadow look super gorgeous. And by the way, I don't like swatching, so some shadows play a little differently when you swatch them than when you put them on your eyelid. So this is that case right here. But these shades are gorgeous, and you do get more colors than the Victoria Beckham. So if you're considering to get this, I suggest you do. It's very beautiful, and I can also make another eyeshadow look using this palette, using more of these shades right here. I'm going to use these 3. Overall, I really do like the Star Wars collection, even though I feel like Pat Mcgrath really did bamboozle me, because Regina, you told me this is the Midnight Sun palette, which is in her actual line, but they just decided to put like a sticker over this. I'm not mad about it. I mean, it's still a beautiful palette. So if you have mattes already that are similar to the ones in here, or you have this palette already, this palette goes well with the quints that she came out with. So if you guys are definitely on like the, should I get it, should I not? I think it would be a really good investment, just because, like I said, the dupe I found is only 1 pot of shadow, and this has more shades in it. So Regina and Georgina, this eyeshadow look is for you guys, because I know you guys were really in love with my eyeshadow in my previous video. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. Comment down below what you think about this eyeshadow. Would you purchase it, or is it a pass for you? Let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!